Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Pariyana Sahitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tuse Namah Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Krupa Sindhu Vyevacha Patita Nam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Now please you recite after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Dharam Chaitanya
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devi Tem Srivyasam
Tato Jayam Udiraye
Ato Chayam
Nasta Prayesu Abhadresu
Nastur Brahshya Subhadreshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavate
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
Bhagavati Sloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
Bhagavati
Very good. Thank you so much. So let us begin reciting this prayer here. We are going on to the Bhishma Stuti, text 36 today of chapter 9. Please recite after me. Vyavahita prutana mukham niriksha
Vataparata Mukhamriksha
swajanavada vimukashado sadudhya
Sajanavatar
Sumati Maharad Atmavidyayas
Kumatam
Charanarati Paramasya
Charanarati
Shami.
Paramasyata Syamistu.
Very good. So now you all can recite one by one. Who's going to start?
Confirm.
Param? Okay, go ahead, Param.
Vaita Prata Mukham Niraksha Sarjana Vahad Mumuksha Dosa Buddha Kutamaharad Atma Vidyas Charanarati Paramhamsaya Dasye Mistu.
Okay, who's the Omkar? Omkar.
व्यवहितपृतना मुखं निरीक्ष्य स्वजनवधात् विमुक्षस्य दोषबुद्ध्या कुमतिमहरदा मा विद्ययाश्चरणरति परं नास्यता शमेस्तु.
Very good. Jyotsna.
व्यवहितपृतना मुखं निरीक्ष्य स्वजनवदाद्विमुखस्य दोषबुद्ध्या कुमतिमहरत् आत्मा विद्ययश्चरणरतिः परमस्यता शमेस्तु.
Very good. Mehika.
व्यवहितपृतना मुखं निरीक्ष्य स्वजनवहार्विमुखस्य दोषबुद्ध्या कुमतिमहरदात्मा विद्ययायश्चरणरति परमास्यतस्यमेस्तु.
Very good. Govinda. Okay. So, who can read the synonym?
Rupesh, I'm here.
Who is this?
I'm Govinda. Oh, can I read the sloka?
Govinda. Okay, you want to? Okay, I call you, but you didn't respond. Okay, can you
Because
recite?
there was noise, that's why, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Vayavasi. Wait.
Vyavati.
Vayavahi prapyam mukham niksham sarvajanavara vimukshyah dosyam buddhya kumanti aharda atma vihadya asya charanarati brahmasya me astu.
Okay, good. Very good try, Govinda. Okay. Next, who can read the synonym?
Nomkari.
Yes, Omkar, go ahead.
Vyavahita, standing at a distance, Pratana, soldiers, Mukham, faces, Niriksha, by looking upon, Svajana, kinsmen, Vadhat, from the act of killing, Vimukshasya, one who is reluctant, Dosha Buddhya, by polluted intelligence, Kumatim, poor fund of knowledge, Aharat, eradicated, Atma Vidyaya, by transcendental knowledge, Ya, he who, Charana, to the feet, Rati, attraction, Paramasya, of the Supreme, Tasya for him, may, my, Astu, let there be.
Very good. Okay, anybody can read translation? Who like to read?
Can Jyotsna read?
Okay.
When Arjuna was seemingly polluted by ignorance upon observing the soldiers and commanders before him on the battlefield, the Lord eradicated his ignorance by delivering transcendental knowledge. May his lotus feet always remain the object of my attraction.
Okay. So Bhismadev here is saying, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when Arjun told Krishna to take the rough chariot in between the two armies, and he was sort of under ignorance, as mentioned here, seemingly polluted by ignorance. And upon observing the soldiers and commands, because between the two armies he saw that who is going to fight with him, and he was bewildered, he was illusion. At that time, Lord Krishna eradicated his ignorance by giving knowledge. That means he gave the Bhagavad Gita. So why Bhishma is saying that he's remembering that instant in the beginning of the war. That is what happened. That is described in the Bhagavad Gita also, that on the order of Arjun, Krishna took the chariot between the two armies. And so when Arjun observed that who is on the opposite side, like Bhishma, Drona, so many relatives, friends, and he was under illusion. So at that time, Krishna gave him knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, reading the purport. Okay, Mehika, can you read the purport?
Next, Prabhuji.
Pardon me? Who is that?
That's Govinda. Can I read next?
Yeah, sure.
The kings and the commanders were to stand in the front of the fighting soldiers. That was the system of actual fighting. The kings and commanders were not so-called presidents or ministers of defense as they are today. They would not stay home while the poor soldiers or mercenaries would fight face to face. This may be the regulation of modern democracy, but when actual monarchy was prevailing, the monarchs were not cowards elected without consideration of qualification, as it was evident from the battlefield of Kurukshetra. All the executive heads of both parties, like Drona, Bhishma, Arjuna, and Duryodhana, were not sleeping. All of them were actually participants in the fighting, which was selected to be executed at a place away from civil residential quarters. This means that the innocent citizens were immune from all effects of fighting between the rival royal parties. The citizens had no business in seeing what was going on to happen during such fighting. They were to pay 1/4 of their income to the ruler, whether he be Arjuna or Duryodhana. All the commanders of the parties on the battlefield of Kurukshetra were standing face to face, and Arjuna saw them with great compassion and lamented that he was to kill his kinsmen on the battlefield for the sake of the empire. He was not at all afraid of the great military phalanx represented by Duryodhana, but as a merciful devotee of the Lord, renunciation of worldly things was natural to him, for him, and thus he decided not to fight for worldly possessions. But this was due to a poor fund of knowledge, and therefore it is said here that his intelligence became polluted. His intelligence could not be polluted at any time because he was a devotee and constant companion of the Lord, as it's clear in the 4th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, so you can stop here. You can stop here. Okay, so up to now, the word Bhagavad Gita, Megha, can you explain in short what have you read?
So basically, Prabhuji, what I read in summary is that when Arjuna came in the middle of the battlefield between both the armies, he saw all his relatives and all the commanders and all, like Bhishma Dev, Drona Acharya and all, and Duryodhana, and he started to lament on him killing his kinsmen. So Krishna, Lord Krishna, he used his transcendental knowledge to take away all that the poor polluted intelligence which Arjuna had, which is not actually, that was a part of the Leela, but because Arjuna is a devotee of the Lord, his intelligence can never be polluted. And according to the modern democracy, presidents and ministers and all the government people, they just wait and stay at their home base, and they just keep there till all the soldiers and all the people fighting would keep fighting face to face, and then they would come after a long time. But in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the commanders of both armies were actually active during the war from the beginning, and they did not wait for a long time.
Very good. So here Prabhupada compared the modern day, fight going on because the president, the leaders are behind the, scene. They are in their rooms and the soldiers and people are fighting. But that was not the case during the Mahabharat war. It is very nice things to learn here regarding the democracy right now the going on and the monarchy that we had it during Mahabharat war. Okay, so Govinda, can you read the rest of the purport beginning from here?
From where?
From the, see where you see my arrow?
Yeah. Apparently, Arjuna intelligence became
Polluted.
polluted because otherwise there would not have been a chance of delivering of the
To deliver the teachings of Bhagavad Gita.
teachings of Bhagavad Gita for the goal of all political conditions, souls injured and material bondage by the conspiration of the false material body. The Bhagavad Gita was delivered to the
And his soul.
condemned souls of the world to deliver them from the wrong constipation of identifying the body with the soul and the re, 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 retestable the soul eternal the relation with the Supreme Lord. Atma Vidya, a transcendental knowledge of himself, was primarily spoken by the Lord of the benefit of all concerned in all parts of the universe.
Very good. So here, Govinda, can you answer Arjuna? Was he a really illusion or apparently illusion?
He was apparently illusion.
Mm-hmm. Why so?
That he didn't know that he was thinking that the body will die, and he doesn't know that the soul the soul is actually the Lord inside, and that is and he didn't know that that's why he was illusion.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. The Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita for Arjun or for other conditioned soul?
For other conditioned souls also.
Also, okay. Because this Arjun was actually the pure devotee of the Lord. He cannot
But
be
he
illusion.
was scared that if he should kill somebody in the war, he was thinking they will not come back, and that's why he was scared. That's why.
Very good. Next. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. Other people will get chance to read to next verse, okay? So the next verse is 37. Please recite after me. Swanigamam apahai mat pratignam rutamadikartumavaplutoratha dhutaratha charano adhyachaladgur haririvahantumibam gatottariya. Okay, so you can read line by line after me now. स्वनिगमम अपहाय मत प्रतिज्ञाम बोलिए
Savagam apyamat ya
ऋतम अधिकर्तुम अवप्लुत रथस्थः
Ritaradikatamum Havagatu Rachya
धृतरथ चरणो अभ्याचलद्गुर
Ratachu Rasa Chalarada
हरिर्वहन्तुमिवं गतो तरीय
Hariyava Antam Ivam Koyadam Hariya.
Very good. So who can read it now? The verse. Who can? Manhar, you want to recite?
Yes, Prabhuji. Swanegamam apaya mat pratignam ritamadikartumavaplutu tatastha ritaratha charano abhyayak chalajur harirevahantumibham gato Ariya.
Very good. Omkar.
Swanigamam apahai mat pratignam ratamadhikartumavapluto ratasta Dhritarata Vyayachalatkul Haririvahantumibham Kato Tariya.
Very good. Josna, can you read it?
Prabhuji, Svanigamam apaya mat pratignam ritam adhikartumavaplutora tastaha dhritarata charano vyayachalakur haririva hantumibham gato tariyaha.
Very good. Mehika.
Swanigamamapahaya matparignam Ritamadhikartumavapluto Ratasta Ritarata Charano Vyayakchalatkur Haririvahantumibham Katotariya.
Very good. So those who haven't read before, who can read this synonym? Nobody can raise the hand.
Prabhuji, can we pick up?
Okay. Who's Param? Okay, Param, go ahead.
No, Mihika. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's Mihika Prabhuji.
Okay, go ahead.
Swanigamam, own truthfulness, apahaya for nullifying, mat pratignam, my own promise, ritam, factual, adi, more, kartum, for doing it, avapluta, getting down, ratatata, stita, from the chariot, Rata taking up Rata chariot, Charana wheel, Abhyayat went hurriedly, Chalad Guru trampling the earth, Hariji lion, Eva like Hantum to kill, Ibham elephant, Gata leaving side, Uttariha covering cloth.
Very good. Okay. So next person can read the translation.
In Jyotsar's
Okay, Josna, go ahead.
fulfilling my vow and sacrificing his own promise, he got down from the chariot, took up its wheel, and ran towards me hurriedly. Just as a lion goes to kill an elephant, he even dropped his outer garment on the way.
Very good. So Bhishmadevi is remembering here what happened during the fight. One of the instance we will see in the purport described very nicely. Okay, so who can read the purport? Omkar, can you read it?
Yes, Prabhuji. The Battle of Kurukshetra was fought on military principles, but at the same time in a sporting spirit. Like a friend's fight with another friend, Duryodhana criticized Bhishma Dev, uh, alleging that he was reluctant to kill Arjuna because of paternal affection. A Kshatriya cannot tolerate insults on the principle of fighting. Bhishma Dev therefore promised that the next day he would kill all 5 Pandavas with special weapons made for the purpose. Duryodhana was satisfied and he kept the arrows with him to be delivered. The next day during the fight, by tricks Arjuna took the arrows from Duryodhana and Bhishma Deva could understand that this was the trick of Lord Krishna. So he took a vow that the next day Krishna would have to take up weapons himself, otherwise his friend Arjuna would die. In the next day's fighting, Bhishma Deva fought so violently that both Arjuna and Krishna were in trouble. Arjuna was almost defeated. The situation was so tense that he was about to be killed by Bhishma Deva. The very next moment, at the time, Lord Krishna wanted to please his devotee Bhishma by keeping Bhishma's promise, which was more important than his own. Seemingly, he broke his own promise. He promised before the beginning of the battle of Kurukshetra that he would remain without weapons and would not use his strength for either of the parties. But to protect Arjuna, he got down from the chariot, took up the wheel of the chariot, and hurriedly rushed at Bhishma Deva in an angry mood, as a lion goes to kill an elephant. He dropped his covering cloth on the way, and out of great anger, he did not know that he had dropped it. Bhishma Deva at once gave up his weapons and stood to be killed by Krishna, his beloved Lord. The fighting of the day was thus ended at that very moment, and Arjuna was saved. Of course, there was no possibility of Arjuna's death because the Lord himself was on the chariot. But because Bhishma Deva wanted to see Lord Krishna take up some weapon to save his friend, the Lord created this situation, making Arjuna's death appear imminent. He stood before Bhishma Deva to show him that his promise was fulfilled and that he had taken up the wheel.
Very good. So this is very nice pastime. Who can describe what happened in this pastime that Bhishma is describing here? Anybody remembers while he was reading?
Prabhuji, can I take?
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, what I knew is that Ishwadev, he was I think shooting arrows at Arjuna. So Krishna, he had a vow in the beginning that he will not pick up any weapon.
Very good.
But Krishna sacrificed his own vow to fulfill Bhishma Dev's vow, which was to get Krishna to try to kind of like kill him. So to fulfill his devotee's vow, Krishna himself can sacrifice his vow. So and that is what Krishna did.
What was the Bhishma Dev's vow?
Bhishma Dev's vow was
devotees.
He wanted to get, I think, killed by
devotees.
He wanted to kill Pandavas, right? Especially Arjun.
Yeah, he, like
Why he made a promise to kill Arjun?
so that because Arjuna would if then Krishna would come and try to kill um Bhishma Dev for hurting his devotee.
Yeah, because remember Duryodhan complained to Bhismadev. Bhismadev was fighting on in the party of Duryodhan. So Duryodhan complained that you are not fighting properly. You are not fighting in a spirit of fight. You know, the Kshatriya should, you know, because Bhismadev was a very strong soldier, you know. So, but then Bhismadev, when Duryodhan said that, he made a vow to kill all the Pandavas. And he made a special 5 arrows for that. And but to keep that vow, and Krishna made a vow before the war that he will not fight in the war. So here Krishna wanted to fulfill his devotees, which is Bhismadev, his vow. So that is what Bhismadev is remembering this instant, which is very nice. Okay. So I'll take to the next verse and we'll have somebody else read it. Please recite after me. Sita Visikhato Visina Daunsaha Ksata Pluta Atata Ino Me Prasabham Abhisasarmad Vadhartham Sabhavatu Me Bhagavan Gatir Mukunda. So, one second, let me see where did I, yeah. So line by line, you can decide after me. Sita Visikhato Visina Dansaha
Sita Vishikahato Vishena Dhamsa
Sata Japari Pluta Atata Ino
Atata Hinome
Haribol.
Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare.
Who is that? Okay. Can you? Okay, so please, the second line now. Sataja paripluta atataino me
Sita Atata Hinome
prasababe sasarmadvadhartham
Prasabhamat
Prasabhamat
Rama
Saramad
Atam
sabhavatu me bhagavan gatir mukundaha.
Sabhavatu me
Me
Bhagavan
Bhagavan Gati Mukunda.
Very good. Okay, who wants to recite?
Can I try, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Sita Visahato Vishna Tamasya Satita Pulata Atanye Pashimati Sara Matvatam Sabhavatu Bhagwan Kate Mukanda.
Okay, next. Who wants to recite?
Mihika.
Okay, Megha, go ahead. Megha, go ahead.
Sita Vishikahato Vishirnadamsha Kshatajapariputa Ataino Me He Prashabhamavisasara Madhvadhatam Sabhavato Vibhagavan Gate Mukunda.
Okay, next.
Can Manhar recite?
Manhar? Okay, Manhar, go ahead.
Sita Vishakahato Vishikahato Vishinadamsha Kshatraja pare pluta at. Wait, what? I got confused. Sita Vishika Hato Vishirnadamsha Kshatraja pare pluta ataye no me prasabhama abhisasat madvadhartham sabhavatu me bhagavan gatir mukunda.
Okay, next.
Can Omkar recite?
Omkar, okay, Omkar, go ahead.
Sita Vishikahato Vishenadhamsa Kshatajapari Plutata Hino me Prasabham Nabhisasa Ramadvadhatam Sabhavatu me Bhagavan Gatir Mukunda.
Very good. Next.
And Jyotsna recite.
Yes, Jasna, go ahead.
Sita Vishikahato Vishirnadamsha Kshatrajapari Plutatayi no me prasabham abhisharamat vidartam sabhavatu me bhagavan gatir mukunda.
Very good. Anybody else like to recite? Okay, let's say those who hasn't read before synonym, who can read synonym? Word to word translation. Param, you want to read it? Very good.
And Jyotsna read.
Okay, okay, just now go ahead.
Sita sharp Visika arrows Hataha wounded by Vishirna Damsaha scattered shield Kshatraja by wounds Pariplutaha smeared with blood At Atatayinaha the great aggressor my Prasabham in an angry mood Abhisara began to move on Artham for the purpose of killing me. Saha he Bhavatu may become may my Bhagavan the personality of Godhead Gatihi destination Mukundaha who awards salvation.
Very good. Anybody else? Who is Khusi? Khusi? Okay.
Prabhuji, can Manhar read the translation?
Okay, Manhar, go ahead and read the translation.
May he, Lord Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who awards salvation, be my ultimate destination. On the battlefield, he charged me as if angry because of the wounds dealt by my sharp arrows. His shield was scattered, and his body was smeared with blood due to the wounds.
Very good. Who is saying this thing?
Bhishmadev,
Vishmadev. To him, to whom?
the
Yeah, to Pandavas. He's telling about what happened during the war. Okay, who will read the purport now? Those who haven't read it so far, who can read the purport? Anybody new? Those who didn't read before, get a chance to read this purport.
Can Jyotsna read it?
Okay, just now go ahead.
The dealings of Lord Krishna and Bhishmadev on the battlefield of Kurukshetra are interesting because the activities of Lord Sri Krishna appeared to be partial to Arjuna and at an enmity with Bhishmadeva. But factually, all this was especially meant to show special favor to Bhishmadeva, a great devotee of the Lord. The astounding feature of such dealings is that a devotee can please the Lord by playing the part of an enemy. The Lord, being absolute, can accept service from his pure devotee even in the garb of an enemy. The Supreme Lord cannot have any enemy, nor can a so-called enemy harm him because he is Ajita, or unconquerable. But still he takes pleasure when his pure devotee beats him like an enemy or rebukes him from a superior position. Although no one can be superior to the Lord, these are some of the transcendental reciprocatory dealings of the devotee with the Lord. And those who have no information of pure devotional service cannot penetrate into the mystery of such dealings. Bhishmadeva playing the part of a valiant warrior, and he purposely pierced the body of Lord so that to the common eyes it appeared that the Lord was wounded. But factually all this was to bewilder the non-devotees. The all spiritual body cannot be wounded, and a devotee cannot become the enemy of the Lord. Had it been so, Bhishmadeva would not have desired to have the very same Lord as the ultimate destination of his life. Had Bhishmadeva been an enemy of the Lord Krishna would have annihilated him without even moving. There was no need to come before Bhishmadeva with blood and wounds, but he did so because the warrior devotee wanted to see the transcendental beauty of the Lord decorated with wounds created by a pure devotee. This is the way of exchanging transcendental rasa, or relations between the Lord and the servitor. By each dealings, both the Lord and the devotee become glorified in their respective position. The Lord was so angry that Arjuna checked him when he was moving towards Bhishma Deva, but in spite of Arjuna's checking, he proceeded towards Bhishmadev as a lover goes to a lover, without caring for hindrances. Apparently, his determination was to kill Bhishmadeva, but factually it was to please him as a great devotee of the Lord. The Lord is undoubtedly the deliverer of all conditioned souls. The impersonalities desire salvation from him, and he always awards them according to their aspiration. But there Bhishmadeva aspires to see the Lord in his personal feature. All pure devotees aspire for.
Very good, just now. So, can you summarize the purport for the benefit of others?
Yes, Prabhuji. So basically, this purport is talking about how, although to non-devotees, when Bhishmadev and Lord Krishna were fighting on the battlefield along with Arjuna, they might seem like enemies, but when in truth, Bhishmadev was a pure devotee, so it's not possible for him to become an enemy, and it's not possible for Bhishmadev to annihilate Krishna's body because he's unconquerable. So the Lord takes pleasure in this sort of relationship when a devotee is playing in an enemy's body, and they're it's kind of like they're playing around by wounding each other. That the Lord takes this as pleasure.
Yes. So, in short, what is going on is that Krishna wants to release this fighting spirit, and he can do that with his own devotee. So that was the whole pastime he was describing here in this purport. Okay, Omkar, do you have to say anything on what you have heard?
No.
Manhar?
No.
Okay, all right. Let's take the last verse here now for today. Next verse is, okay, it's very nice verse here also. I will go line by line, so you can decide after me. Vijaya Ratha Kutumba Atatotre
Vijaya Rata Kutumba Atatotre
Drutahaya Rasminita Dikshaniye
Drita Hayarashminita Dach No.
Ye
Shani.
Bhagavatirastu me mumursho
Bhagavati Ratira. Stume. Mumarsor.
Yama iha nirikshata gata swarupam.
Yami Hanidikshahata Gata Swarupam.
Very good. One more time. Okay, everybody please pay attention. Vijaya Ratha Kutumba Atatotre
Vijayarata
Vijayarata Kutum
Kutum Atatotre
Potre
Druta Drutahayarasminitat Sriye Kshaniye.
Dritahayarasminitahatriye
Shani
Bhagavati Ratirastu me mumursho
Bhagavati Ratira Astu
Yama iha nirikshahata gata swarupam.
Yami
Yami
Hatagata Parupam.
Okay. Who wants to recite?
Can Omkar say?
Okay, Omkar, go ahead.
Jayarata Kutumba Atatotre Tritahayarasminita Triye Kshani Bhagavati Ratira Stume Mumusho Yamiha Nirikshata Gata Swarupam.
Okay, next. Manhar, you want to recite?
Yes, Prabhuji. Vijayarata Kutum Atatotre Drita Hayarasminita Kshiri Ekshani Bhagavati Ratira Tume Mumosur Yame Hanirikshahata Gata Swarupam.
Very good. Anybody else like to recite?
Jayarata Kutumba Attatotre Dritahayarasminitatriye Kshaniye Bhagavati Ratirastu me Mumushur Yami Hanirikshya Hatagata Swarupam.
Jyotsna?
Vijayarata Kutumba Atatotre Tritahayarasminitatriye Kshaniye Bhagavati Ratir Astume Mamursor Yami Hanirikshahata Gataha Swarupam.
Okay, anybody else would like to recite? Okay, so who can read the synonym? Manhar? Manhar, you want to read it? Who else is ready?
Can Omkar read?
Omkar? Okay, go ahead, Omkar.
Vijaya Arjuna Ratha Chariot Kutumbe, the object of protection at all risk, Atta Totre, with the whip in the right hand, Dritahaya, controlling the horses, Rasmini ropes, Tatsriya, beautifully standing, Ikshaniye, to look at, Bhagavati, unto the personality of Godhead, Rati Astu, let my attraction be, may my Mumurso, one who is about to die, Yam, upon whom, Iha in this world, Niriksha, by looking, Hata, those who died, Kata, attained, Swarupam, original form.
Very good. Who can read the translation?
Can Manhar read?
Manhar? Okay, Manhar, go ahead.
At the moment of death, let my ultimate attraction be to Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. I concentrate my mind upon the chariot driver of Arjuna, who stood with a whip in his right hand and a bridle rope in his left, who was very careful to give protection to Arjuna's chariot by all means. Those who saw him on the battlefield of Kurukshetra attained their original forms after that.
Very good. So, purport, I'll have read, Mihika read the purport and then say the summary, and everybody listen very carefully. Okay, Mihika, go ahead. Mihika, are you
Yes,
there?
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. A pure devotee of the Lord constantly sees the presence of the Lord within himself because of being transcendently related by loving service. Such a pure devotee cannot forget the Lord for a moment. This is called trance. The mystic yogi tries to concentrate upon the super soul by controlling the senses from all other engagements, and he ultimately attains samadhi. A devotee more easily attains samadhi or trance by constantly remembering the Lord's personal feature along with his holy name, fame, pastimes, etc. Therefore, the concentration of the mystic yogi and that of the devotees are not on the same level.
Okay.
The concentration The concentration of the mystic is mechanical, whereas that of the pure devotee is natural and pure love and spontaneous affection. Bhishmadev was a pure devotee and a military marshal. He constantly remembered the battlefield feature of the Lord as Parthsarthi, the chariot driver of Arjuna. Therefore, the Lord pastime with Parthsarthi is also eternal. The pastime of the Lord, beginning from his birth at the prison house of Kamsa up to the most Sala Leela at the end, will move one after another in all the universes, just as a clock hand moves from one point to another. And in such pastimes, his associates like the Pandavas and Bhishma are constantly eternal companions. So Bhishmadev never forgot the beautiful feature of the Lord as Parthsarthi, which even Arjuna could not see. Arjuna was behind the beautiful Parthsarthi while Bhishmadev was in front of the Lord. As far as the military feature of the Lord is concerned, Bhishmadev observed this with more relish than Arjuna.
Very good.
Do I read more, Prabhuji?
Yeah, go ahead.
All the soldiers and persons of the battlefield of Kurukshetra attain their original spiritual form like the Lord after their deaths, because by the causeless mercy of the Lord they were able to see him face to face on that occasion. The conditioned soul rotating in the evolutionary cycle from the aquatics up to the form of Brahma are all in the form of Maya, or the form obtained by one's own actions and awarded by material nature. The material forms of the conditioned soul are all foreign dresses. When the conditioned soul becomes liberated from the clutches of material energy, he attains his original form. The impersonalist wants to attain the impersonal Brahman, effulgence of the Lord, but that is not all congenial to the living sparks, parts and parcels of the Lord. Therefore, the impersonalists again fall down and get material forms where are false to the spirit soul. Do I stop here, Prabhuji?
Yes, go. Yeah, I think the time is up. So what we will do, we'll take up this thing next week, and we'll finish up Bhishma Stutis up to 42 verse. Then I'll go over because the next class will be on Monday instead of Tuesday. Okay, so make sure that you make a note of it. Your next week, your class will be on Monday, same time, same link, instead of Tuesday. Okay, and then the following week, which is Tuesday on 17, you'll have a test. Okay, so make sure you remember everything what you have done so far. I'll go over next week some of the things so you can easily answer some questions. Okay, so keep your pen and paper ready to make your notes. Hare Krishna, we'll stop here today. Hari Bol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
bye, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Well, next, like sometime I don't know.
Prabhuji, can you make me host?
1 second. Oh, okay. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Okay, you are host now.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So you can log out now, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Jai Shri
हाँ
Prabhupada.
माता जय श्री प्रभुपाद को मैच की जय माता जी आप एक मैसेज था तो इसे प्लीज जॉइन द कॉल मैं एक्चुअली बाहर हूँ
हाँ
जॉइन नहीं की ना हाँ एक कैप ले लो इसके लिए ट्यूलिप के लिए ऐसी चीज होती है ऐसी ये तो ले ली
हाँ Hare Krishna Pragya. How are you?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. How are you?
Good.
How was your school?
Good.
Very nice. How is weather at your place?
How's weather at there? Today, it's good.
It's good.
That's good. Not it's not summer, right? It's not so hot.
Not
It's
cold.
not so it's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So where do you live?
Mataji, we are in Rayasford, Walnut Crossing.
Ryersford, near Norristown.
No, it's like near Brook Elementary School.
I don't know. Royersford, right? Okay. Limerick, right, Mataji?
Yeah, Limerick, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So today's weather is quite good.
Yeah. Yes, Mataji.
Maybe because of that, the kids are not, they don't want to join. That's okay, no problem.
They're playing, yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so that's why we have summer camps also. So that will be like done in middle of the day, so that yeah, so that the kids will be getting the spirituality connection, and apart from that, like evening time, their play time will be like that will be also the go on side like that. So it's good.
Yes, Mataji.
So Pragya, not going for play?
What?
You don't go for play outside?
Yeah, my mom always allows my brother to go outside.
I'm having some cold, Mataji.
I'm actually having some cold because I can't go outside.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's little windy outside.
Actually, I told And I had to say one more thing. I saw my brother playing outside with his friend. Then I told my dad. Then he asked me about me. And I saw Arya.
Mataji doesn't know. Here's your friend.
He's my friend. And I'm going outside actually now. I'm going to ride my bike. And the other one was broken, so I had to buy a new one. I'm going to Arya's house. He's actually going to my house.
Once she started, Mataji, she won't close her mouth. She
No,
started.
it's this is the age when they can speak out so many things. Like and being elders, we don't feel bad actually. And we start speaking like this, and the people will think like we are like fool. Anything. So this is the correct age. Like it's okay, no problem. So Pragya, now we are going to start our class today. And do you know what is the special day today? What's the special day today?
Tell Mataji.
Any idea? Today is Tuesday, don't tell me. And today is 3rd of May, that I know.
Yeah.
And apart from that, any idea?
It's
Akshaya Tritiya.
what?
Yes.
Akshaya Tritiya. Yeah, Mataji. Yeah. I told to Mataji. Mataji, no, Akshaya.
Akshaya Tritiya.
Yeah.
Today is Akshaya Tritiya.
Tell Akshaya.
Akshaya, say.
Akshaya
Tritiya.
Yeah. Yes.
Good.
When is everybody going to start?
I think all kids are
Yeah, they are
play.
Yes. Yeah, I guess. So,
Why
no,
Because today the weather is good, right? So kids went out to play. They forgot the class. I think they will come and join later.
okay, yeah. Then we are going to start our today's session. No problem.
What activity were you going to do?
We are going to do. We have today this one drawing. So we are going to make the Akshaya Patra today in our activity. Is it okay?
What story are you going to read?
Story. Today, I don't have a single story. I have many stories. For example, I have the significance of Akshaya Patra, and we are going to discuss about that.
Good. I'm going to teach you a lot today.
Okay. So let's start with our Mangalacharan. Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Let's start. Om Agyan Iradasya Jnanam
Repeat. Mataji, she will repeat after you, Mataji.
Yeah, no problem, Mataji. Yeah. Om Agyanati Mirandasya.
Om
Agyanati. Yeah.
So Om Agyana
Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Very good. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya. Krishna Prishtaya. Bhutale
Bhutale
Srimate
Srimate
Bhakti Vedanta
Bhakti Vedanta
Swamin iti namine. Swamin.
Okay, fine.
Oh,
Okay, good.
What you said again?
Swamin.
Swamin iti
Iti
namine.
Namine
Namaste
Namaste
Saraswate Deve
Saraswati Veve
Gauravani
Govamani
Pracharine
Prasadini
Nirvishesha
Nivishesa
Shunyavadi
Sunnanwadi
Paschat
Pachyata
Deshatarine.
Desara Indi
Tarine.
Tarine.
Sarini
Very good. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Super. Jai Shri
Jai
Krishna.
Shri
Tasi
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Pratyanamo
Shri Advaita
Diyataita
Gadadhara
Gadara
Srivasa
Sivas
Adi
Adi
Gaur
Gaud
Bhakta
Bhakta
Vrinda.
Vrinda.
Yes. Now we are going to say this Maha Mantra together, okay? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Rama
Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Loud was
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. So for today we have Krishna.
Why nobody started yet?
What?
Everybody will join. They will join.
Why nobody started yet?
Oh, Prahlad is here. Hare Krishna, Prahlad.
More to join. Okay.
No problem. So today we have this verse 2.20. Okay. So we are going to read this verse. Okay. This is Bhagavad Gita 2.20. न जायते मृहते वा कदाचिन्.
Wait. Mata waiting.
2 words only.
Prahlad, now you can unmute yourself.
Tell me 2 words.
Two?
2 words.
Sorry, I can't unmute myself. Prahlad.
Say 2 words.
Wait. Mataji just finished.
Wait, Pragya. Prahlad, you can unmute yourself now. Can you able to do? And if still you have any problem, please log out and log in again, please. That might help you. I don't know who is Asmit. Audio is not connected, video is not connected. I don't know. Leave it. No problem. So, Om, no, sorry. Na jayate
न जायते
म्रियते
दिया है
वा कदाचिन
वाक्यदाचन
नायम
नायम
भूत्वा
वटवा
न भूयः
नाय बुए
सॉरी नायम भूत्वा भविता
नाय बुझे भविता
भविता वा
भविता
वा
वा
न भूय
न भूया
अजो
अजो
नित्यः
नित्या
शाश्वतो
सात्वतो
यम
यम
पुराणो
प्राणो
न
न
हन्यते
हन्यते
हन्यमाने
हन्यमाने
शरीरे.
शरीरे.
Very good. Very good. Prahlad, I don't know what the problem you are facing. Not permitted touching it. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I'm giving you the access, Prahlad, to unmute yourself. But still, if it is not working, that means there is some problem from your side. Please log out and log in again. And Kushal, Hare Krishna. So now we are going to move towards the translation. So this verse, I want to recite it once again. Na jayate mrihate va kadachinnayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. So this means that for the soul there is neither birth and death at any time. He has no come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. So we, in this body, in our body, we have a soul. That is why our body is live. If the soul will come out, if the soul comes out, that this body is waste. This body is dead. Basically, this body is dead without a soul. So here it is said that soul always, like as for example, soul, this body is considered as a new clothes. Okay, we have very many old clothes. What we do? We are purchasing new clothes and we are throwing just old clothes, right? We are just putting in the if it is torn, that is okay. Otherwise, we just put it into like donation box somewhere. We don't want to wear this like old clothes. So in the same way, this soul is having all the time, like over the period of time, the soul is getting a new body as the garment, as a garment of the body, Okay, soul is never be killed by anything else, and soul is eternal all the time. It's unborn because soul is ever, because soul is coming from Krishna. Okay, and it is eternal, it is always there, but the soul is changing the body, changing in the garment of the body. The garment is considered here the body for the soul, and it is always it is there, because the soul is changing the body after the death, and it is going into the new body when the child is born, and that soul is from the previous body, it is came into the new body as a child, and that soul will depart from that body when that body will die. So it is even though even the body is destroyed or killed, or it is dead, or it is getting some harm, or this um, getting harm or disease, anything, but soul is never affected by these things. Soul is never born. It is eternal. It is unborn. Soul never get disease. Soul never get old age. Soul never dies. So basically, we say body, B-O-D-Y. So B means water. B-O-D-Y. What is B-O-D-Y? When we say what is B-O-D-Y, body, it's a birth, and O for old age, D for death, and body, Y for I guess it is Y and I. It is considered like illness, like it is like that. So Yamaraja. Okay, so so it is like that. So B-O-D-Y, body. Let me write here. B-O-D-Y, body means birth, but B for birth, and D for disease, and D for disease, and Y for Yamaraja, and O for old age. Old age. Okay. So soul never gets birth. It is eternal. Soul never get old age, because the soul is ever existence and everlasting. And D for disease. So soul never gets a disease. Soul never gets disease. Okay. And Y in the body, Y is considered as Yamaraja. Yamaraj cannot take this soul from like to Yamaloka. Okay, so this is the this is the full form of body. It's an easy way to understand what is this and what we are suffering in this material life, and because of this body we are suffering these things, and in the, if you say in the opposite way, the soul is not at all things. Okay, so this is the translation of this verse. Okay, so now we are going to move towards our today's this one reading. So I have few things to share with you all. Okay, so this is today is Akshay Tritiya, and this is the day of celebrating many different pastimes of Lord. So today is Chandan Yatra also, where we celebrate. Today is the first day of Chandan Yatra, and we are going to celebrate this Chandan Yatra for 21 days. So today is the first day, and another 20 days we are going to celebrate. Okay, so this is the first significance of today's the Akshay Tritiya, and this is it was in the 14th century when Shri Krishna appeared in the meditation of Sant Madhavendra Puri, Gaudiya Vaishnava sannyasi. He said, please excavate me from the Govardhan hill. And here he came and he told, like, oh Madhavendra Puri, I am feeling so much heat. Please, can you put chandan on me? Then Madhavendra Puri, he was no, I'm just mixing these two pastimes. So Madhavendra Puri, yes. Now I remember. Sorry. Madhavendra Puri, he was so much absorbed in Krishna, and he was thinking like how they are the devotees of Jagannath Puri, how they are preparing this kheer, sweet rice, so delicious, and so the aroma is so wonderful. So how they are what if I get some time to relish this this kheer, and then this this person, Madhavendra Puri, he desired to have this. Then again, the same time, simultaneously, he got this thought that I'm so sinful that I should that before offering to Lord, I am thinking like for myself. It should be offered to Krishna first, through Jagannath first. Then I should take the remnants of Jagannath. How sinful I am. Then he thought like, okay, no problem. I'm like, I just go away from here. I don't deserve to stay here. Then he went out, and then the Jagannath came into the dream of the Pujari, and he told like, oh, Pujari, go and give this the pot of kheer to Madhavendra Puri, and he is so pure devotee of me, and go and give it to them. Then that Pujari was so much happy that he got to talk with the dog, with the god, and he was very happy that because of Madhavendra Puri, he got to talk with Jagannath. And then and then then this Pujari, he took the pot of kheer to Madhavendra Puri, and Madhavendra Puri, he took all the kheer as a remnants of Jagannath. And here we can see how the level of Madhavendra Puri, he was deeply into to to serve Krishna, to serve, to remember Jagannath, and this is how he was. This pastime happened in today's. And when the Madhavendra Puri, this is the same thing, like Madhavendra Puri executed the hill with the help of local people, and the Gopalaji emerged after a huge festival of celebration. One day, the Gopalji again revealed to him that he is feeling very hot, and please arrange for me Chandan. And then Gopalji told, like, the Madhavendra Puri, he was he gave somehow the Gopalji appeared in this today's day, the Akshaya Tritiya, on the day of Akshaya Tritiya, and he was telling like, because of so many thousands years, he was buried into the like some bushes and all, and under the ground. So I'm feeling so much hot. So please put a smear all over my body, the chandan, so that here Madhavendra Puri did this. And here this Jagannath, to get the first quality of a chandan for his Madhavendra Puri, travel thousands of miles away to Jagannath Puri, that to alone, to just get the chandan, because he wanted to get the chandan to smear on the body of Gopalaji. Okay. And on his way back near Ramana, Sri Krishna, having extremely satisfied from his devotee service of his devotee, asked him to stay there only and apply the chandan on Gopinath, not different from Gopalaji in Ramana. That chandan wood was applied to Gopinath for 21 continuous day, and the traditional continues every year till now. And this is how this Chandan Yatra, it began from last many years. Around this happened around 500 something years before. Okay. And this is also said on this day, Vyasadeva and Ganesha, they started writing Mahabharata on the day of Akshaya Tritiya. And the Brahmaji began the secondary creation of the universe also. So basically, if you see, there are so many auspicious events happened on the day of Akshaya Tritiya. Okay. And again, here we can see on the day of Akshaya Tritiya, the sun god bless the Pandav with the Akshay Patra and the vessel of unending food. This is the Patra where the food always comes whenever they desire, they want, whatever they want, this Patra, this the pot of food, it will give to Pandavas, and this is how they never felt like the shortage of food and all. And this is the day when the Draupadi tied the cloth on Lord Krishna's wound also. So I don't know whether you know this pastime or not, but while killing the Shishupala, Krishna, when he took the Sudarshan Chakra on this finger, on his index finger, that time he got little bit blood. Okay, that is the same time, like within this fraction of seconds, Draupadi, she is the cousin sister and friend of Lord Krishna. She just stole one part of her pallu, on the sari of pallu, and she just wrapped Krishna's finger to protect to protect from the this blood coming out. So this event also happened on the same day. And Rath Yatra chariot. You do you know Rath Yatra? How many of you know? Raise your hands. Rath Yatra. Okay, no problem. This year we are going to have lots and lots of Rath Yatra. You can go. Okay, so this is Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya, the coming on the chariot to see all the people, because in the temple everyone is not allowed to enter in the temple. So on the Rath Yatra day, Lord Jagannath, along with his elder brother Baladeva and the younger sister Subhadra, he is coming out to see the people around him, those who are not able to come inside, because many of them they are Muslims and many of them Christians, are different religion. They are not allowed to enter into the temple, but they have desire to see Jagannath. So Jagannath is fulfilling the desire of those people on the day of Rath Yatra. Okay, so this for the Rath Yatra, this happened on this day only. Okay. And on this auspicious day, the Sudama visited. The Sudama is the friend of Lord Krishna, right? When they were young in the school, in the Gurukul, they were together, and Sudama was a poor Brahmin, and Krishna was there in the Sandipani Muni ashram. So they were very close friend, very close friends. So, and after a very long time, when they were young and they got married, all the kids, after that the Sudama was very poor. Still he was very poor, and then he came to see Lord Krishna to Dwarka at his place on this auspicious day only. And one more thing also happened on this auspicious day of Akshaya Tritiya, that goddess Ganga Devi, he descended upon this planet. Ganga. Do you know Ganga? River Ganga. Okay, so she also came on the same day to this earth. Actually, Ganga is here on the earth. Ganga is in the form of river, but in the spiritual world, she is a lady. She is a lady, like she is a goddess. Okay, so there are so many things happened on the day of Akshaya Tritiya. So today is the Akshaya Tritiya, and we are celebrating Akshaya Tritiya. We celebrated Akshaya Tritiya very nicely, and we are going to continue Chandan Yatra, especially Chandan Yatra, for another 20 days also. Okay. So now I'm going to stop my screen share. Any questions so far? I told many pastimes, right? Do you have any questions from there? Kushal, Hari bol. Are you not able to unmute? Yes. So now we are going to make a Akshay Patra. Okay. Does anybody knows how does the Akshay Patra looks? You know?
It's like a pot.
Yes. So today we are going to make a pot filled with, today we are going to make a pot, okay? Yes. Yes.
I have a new construction paper.
Very nice.
My mom got it from the store. It's in phase 1.
Okay. No problem. Whatever you have, you can use it. And so, as I told you, we need a yellow color just to make a pot filled with yellow golds.
Which paper we need, Mataji?
You can use any paper, construction paper, any color. So we are going to make pot filled with gold coins, and we are going to write Happy Akshay Tritiya. Pragya, please unmute yourself, but I can't hear you. You're on mute. Yeah, we are going to start. Okay. Let's start making our pot. So I'm going to show my this one. Oh, sorry. Okay. I will spotlight this one.
Let me see.
Can you show?
Go that side. Let Mataji finish it.
Oh, this.
Okay. So this is my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. This is my screen. White paper. Can you see white paper?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So here I'm going to draw a pot, right? So we are going to draw a pot here. I'm just giving, I'm trying to give because my drawing is very horrible. Please make little good. So this is going to be the open part of the pot. and little big. I'm going to give this look, and
like this.
Kushal, your paper is very dark, so I can't see better.
Blue color.
Yeah, this is blue color, but I can't see. So sorry. Just try to make like this, and after finishing, you can post in the group. I will see. I will see like I will have a close look. Okay. Or use, you can use a dark pencil. You can use dark pencil. It will come out. Okay. Yeah. So this is like the bending part from both the sides, and here I am going to give your.
I'm done, Mataji.
Wow, you're too fast. Very good. You see?
My mom actually made it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mataji, for helping her.
Thank you, Mataji. It's a pleasure.
See, I'm doing so many mistakes. I'm doing lots of mistakes. You know, no one is here to help me, to help my mobile. Just, I'm just doing single-handedly. Yeah, Kushal, please make better. Make it dark, little dark, then I can see. Okay? No worries. And now I am going to fill my pot with the, obviously from outside it will look brown, right? And from inside I am going to just give a small coins, just to give the look like it is filled with gold coins. Better, it will be better if I use direct yellow color.
Knock it out and press on it.
Ain't out to.
Yes.
Name correct. Separate color. Different color because oval shape it madhyana. Oval shape paper and we can't see the yellow. Then shall we take this one?
Yeah, and I think.
Just like this white paper.
No, this is my favorite color, purple.
Right. Two lines.
You see, my pot is filled with the gold coins. I'm so rich now.
I need the yellow color. Woohoo!
You know, I don't have right now the brown color on my table, and I don't want to leave my table right now. So that's why I'm just using the pencil very lightly just to cover this pot. And you know, one more way to color it. Do you want to know or not? Shall I tell you?
Yes.
Okay. So after doing this, if you use small paper or a tip of your finger, but tip of your finger, it will be dirty, become dirty. So I'm using the small tissue paper and I'm going to rub it and see the color is changing, right? Can you see? Just to make it evenly, I'm just doing this.
So can you crayon?
Look, now we have to color it.
You color it with brown one.
Yeah, I just use pencil because right now I don't have brown.
Mataji,
Like
Yes,
this.
yes,
Mataji,
yes, beta.
I have brown.
Wow, very nice. Then you can make it. Very good.
Like as Mataji told you, right? Like do like this.
Oh, okay.
And I showed you this way. Just if you don't have, then you can use this trick. That's it. It's not like that you have to do. If you have color, that is very good. But you know, right now I don't have color because my son is very, very naughty. He just takes away all my stuff. I don't know why.
Wait, can I try?
No, you can do it. Just do like that. Should not color outside.
You know, my Akshaya Patra is giving so much of gold that it is coming out from the top till bottom. It is accumulated so much. See?
And
It is overflowing.
Wait, let Mataji finish it. Then only you make.
Yeah, you can make it like this.
Yeah, here, from here.
Kushal, are you making?
yes, Mataji.
Haribol.
Here. See, Mataji is doing here.
See,
Not full.
because my Akshay, this Patra is giving me much gold because my Akshay Patra is thinking that I should be little rich. That is why I'm getting more gold. See, it is overflowing and it is coming out from the pot.
Wait, Mommy, she's putting some here.
Yeah, we'll do that. Wait. Let Mataji finish it. Okay, small circle.
Yeah.
You can see. Do it here on the top.
Okay.
Mataji did. Good.
I do it. Mama, చూడు నువ్వు కాయిన్స్ తో కాయిన్స్ ని చేసే కాయిన్స్ ని బయట వస్తాయి కాయిన్స్ ఓకేనా లోపల చేస్తా బయట నువ్వు చేస్తావా నాకు తెలియదు
మాతాజీ చేస్తుంది లోపల ఎలా చేసినా బయట అలాగే ఉంటుంది అలాగే సర్కిల్స్ పెట్టు కుషాల్
Kushal, Haribol, where are you? What happened? Let me know what happened. I can guide you. Kushal.
Mommy, I'm sitting. Look at where I'm sitting.
Sit properly, ma.
Mataji, he did this one.
Wow. This is awesome, Mataji.
Yeah. Kushal.
Kushal, see, you made so very beautiful. Oh, wow, Pragya, very good. Very nice.
Bye, Mataji.
Wait. Let Mataji finish and then you can do it. Okay?
Yeah, I have done, Mataji. I have done. Just I'm waiting for Kushal and Pragya. That's it.
I'm already done.
If both of you have done, then we can log off.
Kushal.
And if you like to share with all your friends, you can share in the group. Okay?
All dots.
Share in the group, okay?
All dots. Do it.
I'm going to turn it off.
Say Hari Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Pragya, see you on next Tuesday, and next week will be the last week, and after that we have a little break for around 2 months, and then we are going to start with our summer camps. Very good, Kushal. Okay, we are going to post everything in the group. Okay, no problem. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, Hare Krishna. Bye. See you.
Krishna, bye. See you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Please post it in the group so that the other kids, those who have not yet joined, so they will get like what we have done in the group. Okay, in the class. Okay. Hare Krishna.